Money mishaps 9 ways people suffer from financial foolishness. Wouldn't it be awesome if we all had this amazing superpower of being super smart with money? No mistakes, no dumb choices, just smooth sailing in our financial decisions. But let's face it, we're only human, and that means we mess up with our money despite working hard for it. We all fall into the same silly traps every day. Today, let's chat about some common money mistakes people make. You'll be surprised to find out you've probably made a few yourself. But don't worry, we're here to help you out with some tips and tricks to avoid those blunders. Number 9. Getting money for free leads to careless spending. Picture this. It's a Friday night, mid-month, and you've got zero cash for a weekend plan. Your pals keep inviting you out, but you've been a pro at saying no 3 invites down. Then, just when you're chatting with a coworker, the text you've been waiting for arrives, a bank deposit confirmation from the cousin you borrowed money from last Monday. Suddenly, all your sensible decision-making skills take a vacation. You've got unexpected cash with no strings attached, so why not join your colleagues for a night out? Fast forward to Monday morning, and you're hit with a new heavy dose of regret. Turns out, you blew a good chunk of that money. Now, you're staring at an empty fridge, almost no gas, and a sinking feeling. This, my friend, is just one classic example of how we all act a bit foolish with money. We tend to treat windfalls, bonuses, loans, or whatever as if they don't count. But truth is, every dollar, no matter where it comes from, deserves respect and a purpose. Whether it's a gift or your hard-earned paycheck, wise spending is the name of the game. Number 8. Living beyond your means. If you're a regular viewer, this topic might sound familiar. We've talked a lot about it. Here's the deal. A big chunk of population is more into looking rich than actually being rich. People splash out on designer gear, bags, shoes, clothes, all to give off that wealthy vibe. The kicker? Many are drowning in debt thanks to these flashy buys. It's crazy how far folks are willing to go into the red just to fit in. This spending spree is so wild that even MasterCard has been ruling the stock market for 16 straight years, except for the blip in 2020 thanks to the pandemic. Stats say the average credit card debt is a hefty $6,000, monthly car payments hit around $530, and let's not even talk about the cash thrown at dining out and vacations. Most of these buys, you guessed it, credit cards take the hit. Why? Well, salaries haven't shot up that much, and folks still feel the pressure to keep up with the big shots. Here's a reality check. Don't fall into this trap. It's a never-ending financial rat race that leaves you constantly chasing debt payments. Save yourself the headache. Number 7. Making cautious investments in your 20s. The stock market was the goldmine for making money in 2021, yet it's clear not many folks are jumping in. But let me drop a truth bomb. No one's a market wizard. Predicting a crash? Impossible. Even if it does crash, history tells us it bounces back. If you're under 30, here's a nugget of wisdom. The real gains come from being in the market, not watching from the sidelines. Don't fall for the same trap as the older crowd who snoozed on investments in their 20s. You're not too young to start mastering the art of investing. Plus, you're way more nimble than those seasoned folks. Take a leap. Build a bold investment portfolio before life's responsibilities tie you down. If you strike gold, you'll be thanking yourself for taking the plunge. If not, you'll be thanking yourself for a lesson you won't forget. Either way, it's a win. Number 6. Agreeing to terms without grasping the contract's content. This has got to be one of the most common and dumbest mistakes people make, whether it's signing a job contract, a loan agreement, or a mortgage. Too many folks don't bother to fully grasp what those terms actually mean. Trust me, you don't want to find out later that you're stuck in a bad deal with a not-so-friendly owner. Instead of cringing at the idea, here's a simple solution. Read every contract thoroughly. No one will give you a hard time for wanting time to go through it. Heck, bring in your lawyer if needed. Pass them a copy, get their take, and ask questions until every confusing part makes sense. Only put your signature on that dotted line when you're 100% sure and understand every bit of what's on that piece of paper. Don't rush it, it's worth the extra time. Number 5. Neglecting to end subscription services. Oh, the constant barrage of spam emails promising us free trials from various services. We've all been there. Trying out new apps or subscriptions isn't a crime, but the real trouble comes when we forget to hit the unsubscribe button afterward. I've fallen into this trap more times than I'd like to admit. You test out a seemingly cool app, realize it's not worth the money, but the subscription fee keeps getting silently deducted from your card. To dodge this financial bullet, here's my suggestion. Take it a step further. Make your calendar with a big red circle for subscriptions that need canceling, or set a reminder on your phone before that free trial clock hits zero. Being that meticulous is the only way to keep your hard-earned cash where it belongs, safe and sound in your pocket. Trust me, your future self will thank you for it. Number 4. Putting money into something without a clear understanding. I've picked up some key principles on my financial journey, and one that stands out is pretty simple. If I don't get it, I don't buy it, or in this case, invest in it. One of the silliest moves you can make in life is putting your money into something you don't understand. Take life insurance, for example, especially the complex policies brokers try to push. Chances are, you'll end up shelling out more than it pays you back, and guess who benefits the most from that? Yep, you get it, the broker. So, stick to what you comprehend and don't let anyone talk you into a financial move that's as clear as mud. Number 3. Withdrawing funds from your 401k. There are two main reasons why people dip into their retirement savings: to ensure their children graduate debt-free or to pay off credit card debt. It's hard to say which of these decisions is the more foolish one, but let's break it down. The first reason, sacrificing your retirement savings to ensure your kids graduate debt-free, might sound noble, but it's a risky move. Your retirement is your safety net, and jeopardizing it for your kids' education is a path that could lead to devastation. What if, despite your sacrifice, your kids drop out? Now, you're left without a safety net, and the money you sacrificed could have been better used for your own future. The second reason, using retirement savings to pay off credit card debt also has its downsides. Early withdrawals from retirement funds come with hefty penalties, and it's not the wisest way to tackle debt. It might seem like a quick solution, but those extra charges can cost you dearly. It's better to work on paying off your credit card debt gradually rather than jeopardizing your long-term financial security. In both cases, it's crucial to make decisions unemotionally and consider the long-term consequences before dipping into your retirement savings. Number 2. Continuing with something unpleasant just because you've already spent money on it. The author of Why People Do Dumb Things suggests that humans tend to mentally divide their money into different categories. In the mind of the average person, there's a clear breakdown of how much money goes into utilities, entertainment, food, and bills. The goal is to break even in each category, ensuring they get their money's worth from their spending. For instance, a middle-class person might allocate specific amounts for utilities, entertainment, food, and bills. However, this mindset sometimes leads people to endure unpleasant experiences just to justify the money they spent. Take the example of forcing yourself to finish a plate of terrible food or consuming a whole bag of stale chips bought on sale. The subconscious reasoning is that you paid for it, so you should get value for your money. But here's the catch. Did you truly get your money's worth if you didn't enjoy the taste or found the experience unpleasant? The author argues that it's foolish to believe you're redeeming the value of your money by forcing yourself to finish something you don't value or appreciate. Instead, the wiser approach is to spend a reasonable amount of fresh, quality food or services that you genuinely enjoy. In the end, it's about prioritizing satisfaction over the illusion of getting your money's worth. Number 1. Taking out a loan for education and then leaving the program before completion. Parents, listen up. Don't push your kids into university if they're not sure about it. You might end up paying the price when things go south. Picture this. You convince your child to take on the challenge of university even though they're unsure. You promise to cover at least half of the tuition, but they have to take a student loan for the rest. Then, midway, they realize a degree isn't their thing and dropping out seems like a better option. Now you're stuck with a dropout in debt and you're devastated because you heavily invested in a degree that didn't pan out. Both of you end up looking foolish thanks to premature, impulsive decisions that hit you hard financially. So, if your family is shelling out a ton of cash for your education, be wise and see it through to the end. It's a costly mistake for everyone involved when you bail out prematurely. Thanks a bunch for tuning in, everyone. Before you head out, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Wishing you all a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one.